All right, so we are doing our test drive in the 2026 Tesla Model
Now turn
Y.
left onto Watson Boulevard.
We are in Warner Robins right now, so we're going to take this to Buc-ee's and throw a little bit of charge on it like it said we should do. And then we will see what else is up with it. So I've been in one of these recently. My wife has not been in one recently, so I'm sure she's going to have some type of experience. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what are your initial thoughts?
I want to grab the wheel.
Your initial thoughts if you want to grab the wheel.
But my limited seat.
So we do have one vehicle that's getting ready to turn over here. So let's see how the Model Y handles this.
Come on, what's clear? Come on.
There we go.
That's right, little one. Go ahead. What?
Yeah. So we are headed to Buc-ee's. And as you see there on the screen, it says that it's preconditioning for fast charging. And it looks like
In
we're going to
1,000 feet,
arrive
bear left
with
to stay on Watson Boulevard.
29% state of charge. Man, I tell you, this self-driving
Now turn left to stay on
thing
Watson Boulevard.
this self-driving thing is a game changer.
In 500 feet, turn left onto US Highway 41 North.
So I guess it would just be a matter of personal preference whether you prefer the Y or the 3. The Y is a little bit bigger. The seats are a little bit more comfortable.
What is the price difference? What is the price difference between the Model 3 and the Model Y?
So the Model Y,
And the year, please.
the Model Y is going to be about between $3,000 and $5,000 more expensive than the 3. So a brand new Model Y premium rear-wheel drive is going to be, I think it's $44,000.
But we don't want brand new, right? We just want certified pre-owned.
Tesla doesn't do certified pre-owned. It's just because their warranty is already better than anybody else's. So their warranty, if you buy it from Tesla, you get the remainder of whatever the warranty is, and then they give you an additional year. You can probably buy an additional warranty on there. I just don't know how much it costs. So when you're talking brand new, I looked at the website earlier today, and so a rear-wheel drive standard color, which is whatever that gray is, and the black interior like this, is $44,490. The Model 3 rear-wheel drive standard color black interior is like $42,000. So it's about $3,000 less. Now if you bump up to the all-wheel drive, which is front and back motors, I think that's like $48,000. And for the Model 3, I want to say it's like 44, 45-ish. If you get the Model 3 Performance, it's $47,000, and this one is like $50,000. 4, I think. But this thing, I'm telling you, for anybody who's never been in a Tesla with the full self-driving, this thing does everything. Literally, all you have to do is sit here and look at the road. Now, I will tell you, one of the majors at the CLC that we just went to had one, and he let me drive his.
You didn't tell me that. See, things that your husband doesn't tell you.
So he let me drive his.
Now turn
And
left onto US Highway 41 North.
he let me drive his, and in here somewhere is a thing for when you get ready to park. It'll tell you, it'll ask you, is the place you're going to park, is it a standard parking lot or is it a side street parking or whatever like that. And I didn't know that, and so he was letting me drive it to the bank, and the bank had side street parking versus a standard parking lot, so it actually went around the corner and went to park somewhere else. So I had to take over to go and park because I didn't know to go into the sub menu here and find where it talks about the different types of parking things. But I'm anxious to see how this is going to do, because you got a yellow light here now, and look at here, it's going to ease on out there and it's going to turn.
Let's go.
No, it wouldn't, because we missed the red light. So it was yellow, but then it was going to go, but then the light turned red, so it didn't make it. There's an S, older Model S.
And why aren't we looking at the S? Because there's another Tesla right there across the street.
That would be a 3.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
Looking like a mini Porsche or Corvette.
So initial thoughts about the interior.
I don't know if I would want the black. It feels cool, except for right here. But yeah, the seats are cool.
So it's black or the white. You could get the white if you wanted the white interior, but those are only 2 colors it comes in, black or white. What about the ambient lighting up here?
I really didn't notice that as much.
Because it's during the daytime, right?
I'm sure I would pay attention when it's light, maybe the color, if it's purple.
And you can go in and change it. It's in the menu somewhere in there that you can go in and change the colors. So,
Oh, we're on the go. We're going. If we get this one, we name all of our cars, what should we call them? Him or her?
and so I do believe that this is in the standard driving mode, because it says standard right there. So you can, at some point you can go down and you can change it to hurry, and I don't know if they still have the Mad Max. I think for some reason I want to say that the Mad Max was pulled off, but don't quote me on that. So if you guys are watching this, down in the comments, drop and let us know that on the new 26 Model Y in the full self-driving, does it still allow for Mad Max, or is it just standard and hurry mode now?
And what do you think? Which one should I get? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to see what the women think.
So how do you feel as far as the smoothness just in the first 5 minutes or so of you driving in this car, as far as...
It's pretty smooth, comparable to the Mercedes. I didn't feel any of the bumps.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's pretty smooth.
It's pretty smooth. I mean, I felt some of the road.
Right.
It's got some dips in it, but comparable to its size.
And that could be because the Mercedes had 22-inch wheels, and this only has 19s.
But we can go up to 22. But you said that's probably not
That's
as
not
efficient as
it's
it
not
should
efficient. So like I think you get 21s or 22s on the performance versions, but when you go up in wheel size, you lose efficiency and you lose comfort as far as the ride. So we are here at Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
As my wife likes to say.
Yes,
Man,
I can
Buc-ee's,
give me a burger. I mean,
Buc-ee's is always
brisket.
crowded.
Chopped brisket on the board. Ooh, Buc-ee's.
Yeah, Buc-ee's is always crowded.
Well, this one is. And technically, it's not really in Warner Robins. Right?
Watch your feet.
I am.
Well, it's. I think it's. Watch this guy here. You don't know what he's doing. I think it's technically in Warner. This is technically Centerville. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna have to take over, but I am kind of curious though why they came this way when all of the chargers are over on the other side. I don't know why it would have came this.
Roundabout.
Yeah, but it would have been, see, with this traffic here, it would have been a whole lot easier for them to get to where they were trying to go, going the other way. Because now we're going to be stuck here for a minute. Because he doesn't know what to do. So, yeah, just give it a little bit of gas and then ease on out there. Yeah. So if I were driving, I would have went on down. Because see, now it wants to turn here.
Turning again?
Mm-hmm.
Go, little one. People are going across the crosswalk, so it's a good time to go.
Yeah. See, it's going to turn again now.
Maybe just trying to show you that it can navigate people and traffic.
Maybe. But again, like I said, if that had been you or I driving, we'd have went all the way down.
Maybe the person that programmed it told it to show you that it can navigate people, walking, and stop and go traffic.
And that could be.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was going to wait there forever, though. And it puts its blinker on at every turn. Doesn't miss those grates, though.
Now, that is one thing that they said that it doesn't,
See, elusive.
yeah.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
It's actually on the right. Buddy. It's just a matter of which one you're going to try to go to.
Don't back up. Don't back up. Come. Good job, little one. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You should see that.
Mm-hmm.
Anger driving.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Good job, little one. Good job.
The 6 seconds
Handshake.
of charging handshake.
Yep.
And she's charging.
The dog pound at the dog park.
So it's charging at 200. Love. It's charging at 200. It's charging at 205 kilowatts at 32%. So it's pretty fast. I wonder how long it'll stay there though. So it's starting to round down now.
Where do you want to go? To the mall? Where do you want to go?
I don't know, where do you want to go? You got it for 2 hours. You want to see how it does on the interstate?
What's the next place to go?
We can have it take us over to
Want to eat and then come back?
we can have it take us over to
Sam's?
yeah. That way you can ride up the interstate for a little bit and see how it does.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry.
Where you want to go in there and get you something now? Excuse me.
Look, it's back in there.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they all talk to each other.
I don't know. But I tell you, I like this black. This black is...
Great.
This black is... Yeah, that's the free color. But yeah, I like this diamond black. Yeah. I like the wheels.
Are those wheels upgraded?
No, I don't think so. I think those are just the regular wheels that come with it. Oh. Oh. This is the 7-seater. Yeah, sub trunk. So basically that thing right there that you got in your hand, you can take that out and put it up on top and it'll
Act as a trunk.
yeah.
It can go like a trunk, like in Mercedes. These could fold flat.
Yep, there's the button right there. I think it's a button. Oh, wrong one.
Uh-oh. But nose flat. Oh,
That brings them up.
that's so neat. And they're split bench. See that? Split bench.
So these you may have to, you have to do it that way.
Man.
Yeah.
But then you can fold those flat.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you can't, your seat, it lets your seat back.
Yeah, it lets it up so the seat can, so it can go down.
You gotta do this one too? Okay. Ah.
So that's a lot of room. I tell you, man, this thing is all that in a bag of chips. I didn't know that something so simple, could be so well received. I think Mikey, she likes it. So she went into Buc-ee's to use the restroom and grab her something to eat. But we're gonna go take this test ride on the interstate for a little bit and then let her do a couple of little back roads again. And then we'll head to the house. All right, so I'm not sure how I feel about the charging. We have went from roughly 30 to 50%, 61%. And once you're at 60%, you only get 91 kilowatts. So now I see why people like Kyle from Out of Spec and why guys like the bearded Tesla guy, they don't stay at chargers very long. They get in, they get out. So right now at 60%, it looks like we would have, how many miles can we go with just this, with 60%? Let's see here. How many miles of range do we have? Let's see here. Let's go Savannah. So if we were going to go to Savannah, it has us 3 hours and 2 minutes, 166 miles. Said we would get there now with 9%. Okay. All right. So let's end this trip and let's try this. Let's go Brunswick. Georgia. Calculating. And I'm sure it's taken a while to do that because it doesn't have the full internet package on it. But it says in order to get to Brunswick with 10%, we'd have to stay here another 5 minutes. Wow. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, let's go pick up the missus and do some more riding. And it decides it wants to downpour on our test ride.
You know, rain washed on a truck in front of us. Transfer truck in front of us, 18-wheeler. Seems like we're coming out of it now.
It seems to be handling it pretty good, though.
It's just a start of a downpour.
Car on shoulder ahead.
Just like that, we come out of the rain.
And just like that, the windshield wipers turned off. Just like that turned on. Madam said. Like any car with rain sensing, they started and they stopped on their own. As long as they're turned on to rain sensing.
We're probably going to have to get over here and turn around and go right back because we're going to get there at 2 o'clock. We're going to have it back at 2:30. So what do you think so far?
I'm impressed.
So is it about in your mind, is it about what you thought it, how I had been describing it, a little better or a little worse?
I don't know if I had a thought in my mind as to how it would feel or move. But I can honestly say that I am wildly surprised. For the good, of course. For the good, of course.
Okay. So now, with this being just a standard rear wheel drive, how do you feel between this and maybe a all-wheel drive, which is about another $4,000?
Do we need an all-wheel drive?
Police
No,
reported
not
ahead.
necessarily. No. But we also don't need a 5-seater either. I mean, a 7-seater either.
Correct. storage space for the luggage. And
For your
dog
walker
club,
and
a walker and all that. It had a deep, not wide, but a deep sub trunk. And the wheel wells where they put extra space at, it had a lot of that. It was from my fingers almost to half my arm. That's how wide it was. Very deep down to almost my elbow. So the Mercedes doesn't have that.
It had one, but it was nowhere as deep.
It's not
You're right.
deep.
Yeah, it was nowhere as deep. But I think overall, because you're talking a different class of car, the Mercedes is a little bit bigger. It had more space, but it's only because it was bigger. This, I would venture to say, you tell me what you think, but I think side to side, I think the Lyric has more room side to side, but front to back, I think this has more room.
I would agree that the Lyric seems or appears to have a little more room. I'm sure if you measured it out leg room wise, it has more. But it doesn't do what this does.
Exactly.
No car does, except for this one. As far as I know.
As far as I know, this is the only one
In our price range. Let's just say that.
No.
In our price range.
Let's fix that. There's no other car that we can buy in America
Car on shoulder ahead.
that does what this car does, regardless of price range.
Right, that we can buy in America. You said that right, because I've looked at a couple. And I was like, it does exactly what this does, but we can only get that in China. So
Yes, and you can't buy a Chinese car here in America yet. So the only other question would be, is if you were to make a move on something like this, do you buy a 25 used Model Y, which would have the same features? Do you just buy this outright and pay, I think it's like an extra $30 a month? Or do you lease it? And then therefore you could turn it back in 3 years and get the latest technology of whatever comes out.
But then you never own, which is what we try to tell our children. It's better to own, not lease.
Yep.
Leasing option is looking so much more appealable right now because of the price increase in cars lately, or the last several years.
And you don't run into the depreciation value, because if something happens and you have to turn this car in, you just turn it in and get another one.
But if this car is wrecked, I mean, you still have to
no, you turn it in and get another one.
I guess he's looked up leases, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, would you lease or buy? We preferably have gotten into the trend of not buying new, buying used, certified pre-owned. I'm just weighing all my options because we have a budget to adhere to.
I've seen out online now where Teslas are actually delivering themselves to their buyers,
Take exit 156 onto Interstate 475
which is
Georgia 408
crazy.
toward Atlanta.
That is crazy technology, that you can have a car actually leave a certain
In 1
location,
mile, use the left
drive
lane to
itself
exit left.
to its new owner.
Like the taxi. Like the is it called Wego V?
Robo taxi.
Like the Robo taxi. It will self-drive to your house. I still would like to have it at the dealership to look it over and make sure it doesn't have any other inconsistencies that you didn't know or see online. And then if you need to give it back to the auto shop or body shop to fix, it's right there already for them to fix. Instead of you taking ownership of it. Because like they said, everybody says, once you take ownership of it, it's yours.
Exit left to exit 156.
And I've seen a lot of
north toward Atlanta.
a lot of the things on YouTube and a lot of things that I've read, that most of the people who are now buying these Teslas, like 85 to 87% of the driving that they do
In
is full
3.6 miles.
self-driving.
Exit right to exit
What?
3.
Self-driving.
US 80, State Route 22 toward Macon,
Is that
Roberta.
because they're on a long turning?
Not really sure. I don't think it breaks it down like that. It just mentioned that 86 to 87% of drivers in the Model Y are now driving full self-driving. So how much do you think if you were to get a Tesla, how much of the time do you think you would use full self-driving versus driving yourself? Because I can think this would be very addicting.
I'm sure it is. As long as I don't go to sleep or get sleepy, I think we're okay. I'm thinking I'm going to use it all the time. My reflexes are a little slower now, so. But I think that's with anybody with age.
And they do have that night vision function in here where, I don't know if you've seen that episode of the Bearded Tesla guy where he was driving through Georgia. Matter of fact, he was driving down by not too far from where we just left, down at Buc-ee's, and a deer jumped out in front of him and he didn't even see it.
On the interstate or the highway?
But the car saw it and stopped.
The car saw it, see?
Yeah. So what do you think about the design of this car versus the design of the Lyric?
Based on the design, I think it's kind of plain. I think it just gives you the basics.
The minimalistic.
The minimalistic. It's very minimalistic. Now, if you're a minimalistic person, this car is for you. But if you like all the bells and whistles of the Cadillac Lyric or the Mercedes-Benz or a Ford Mach-E or GBA, whatever. If you like all the
Exit
bells and
right
whistles,
to exit 3, US 80, State Route 22 toward Macon, Roberta.
and it's
In 1,000
exiting on
feet,
its
turn
own,
right onto
In a quarter
lingering
of a
on its
mile.
own,
Use the
slowing
right
down
2
on its
lanes to
own
turn right on Eisenhower Parkway.
because of traffic.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between a Tesla and everything else out there.
I'm doing nothing. I'm staying at the road.
And staying at the ready to take over if you have to.
And staying at the ready. Staying at the ready. There's another Tesla right there. It's got an out-of-town tag. I can't tell what state that
This
is.
is Georgia tag. It's just got the the EV license plate.
Ah, for parking or.
No, it just designated it as an alternative fuel.
Well, there used to be an EV parking tag that you could get for riding the HOV if you were by yourself.
Yes. And I think they got rid of it.
They got rid of it.
Now
so
turn
I
right onto
understand.
Eisenhower Parkway.
But maybe they may
Turn
bring
right
it
on
back.
Eisenhower Parkway.
You still need it. Still need it. And it's turning. It's got it. And it even sees this person coming out here. And it has to wait. It's trying to let him in. It's giving him a window to get in. Look at that.
So that's an older Model S there. It looks
In
clean
1 mile.
though.
Turn right on Log Cabin
I don't even
Drive.
think they make the
Then
90Ds
turn right.
anymore. Well, I know they don't make them anymore, but 90Ds were one of the first iterations that came out.
So is a 90D an option?
It depends on what you're gonna option it for. If you're just gonna option it to drive right around Dublin and you're not gonna worry about self-driving, then sure. Because that car will not self-drive because it doesn't have the computer hardware for it.
What about your brother's car? The
It
Plaid?
does. His has got hardware 3.
He's got a Model S Plaid that his wife brought in. Once
Yeah.
he passed the bar.
Yeah, he's got hardware 3, so it would not be as smooth, and it would not do all the functions that this one does. Like this one, you can actually sit where you are and just hit start self-driving, and it'll start self-driving. His, you actually have to be driving, and then you can push self-driving, and then it'll take over. Not that it makes a whole lot different, but that one is just not as smooth.
It's not as autonomous as this one
True.
with the updates. And I don't think it can get this particular
In
update to
1,000
be able to
feet,
do
turn
that.
right
Right.
onto Log Cabin
Because of the
Drive.
year.
The hardware 3 versus the hardware 4.
Okay.
And once once the new version comes out and they come
In
up with
0.2
the
miles. Use the right lane to turn
unsupervised,
right.
To lock your
Then turn right.
Supervised, yes.
then this car will be able to upgrade to the hardware 5, whereas the hardware 3 will
Turn
not.
right on Log Cabin Drive.
And do we
Then turn
need
right.
something that's better than what we have already?
Yes, I would say so, because it makes it. I mean, just look at the drive that we just did, and just think about doing this for 7 hours.
Now turn right.
So think about going from
Turn
here
right.
to Biloxi
Then keep
and
right.
never having to touch the wheel. Just think about how much mentally refreshed you will be when you get to your destination.
True.
Keep right.
But you still have to pay some attention.
Yes, you have to pay attention. You absolutely, and don't get me wrong. I don't.
Look at that Dynamax.
Oh yeah,
Dynamax?
that's nice over there. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I don't mean to say
In
that you
500
don't
feet,
have to
turn
pay
right.
attention when you drive this car,
In
because you're
500
right.
feet, your
You
destination will be on the
absolutely
left.
have to pay attention when you drive this car, because you can never tell when
It might
some
get them.
idiot might do something that they ain't got no business doing. All right, so so the car has parked itself here at Sam's of Macon, and so now we are going to have to boogie and get it back to Warner Robins.
Wyndham.
So we need to take it back
Should
to.
be-
It's not there, so.
But do you see that?
Wingate.
Wingate by Wyndham. There we go.
No, it's not that one. It's Watson Boulevard, right? Yep, that one.
There's several.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So start self-driving. And she looked to make sure that there's nothing coming. And
I
backing up.
looked because I'm like, I'm like, ooh, there's a truck backing up, but it started after we backed all the way out. And I wish I had time to go into Sam's because I promised my sister-in-law that we would purchase some snacks.
It's
But
only
look
10
at that,
minutes, so we'll come back.
Look at that Dynamo Max.
That's nice.
Nice. We're gonna have to come back in our own car, but this drive was lovely. I quite enjoyed it.
Eye-opening, huh?
Eye-opening.
And I hate that. I hate that.
They get a bad rap because of the person that created them.
Yes. Yeah, I hate that Tesla got wrapped up in all that stuff. And I would have bought a Tesla a long time ago. I've been a Tesla fan for a long time. But when we were in Oklahoma, we couldn't buy one because the infrastructure wasn't there.
It was not.
There was no Tesla supercharging in Enid where we lived.
Now turn left
The
onto
closest
Log
place
Cabin
that I
Drive.
remember was Oklahoma City, which was an hour and a half
was
away.
it what's the other place?
I think it was-
Tulsa? Was Tulsa?
Tulsa was farther than Oklahoma City though, so
But
it could have been. Yes, you're right. There was probably plenty. There was probably a plethora of charging in Tulsa, just like there was a bunch of charging in Oklahoma City. And if it wasn't so early in the day, we could go by and say hello to our son because we're right across the street from where he lives.
Shucks. Did you see that?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I would have bought a Tesla a long time ago because I think my brother got it from me because I used to tell him about Teslas.
Concerned about your wife's safety, as you say you are. And then this is hands down the winner.
Yeah, hands down. But my question is the rear wheel long range where you get 367 miles or 357 miles of one of those two versus a performance where you barely get 305 miles, 306 miles. Is that worth it when we already have a Lyric V?
When you say performance, please explain. What do you mean?
So this is a rear wheel drive, meaning it only has one motor.
Okay.
So you get 357 or 367 miles on a full charge. Okay.
Okay.
The dual motor, which you have motors in the back and motors in the front, gives you 320 something miles of range.
Is that what we had in the Mercedes?
No, we have rear wheel in the Mercedes.
Motors.
Just one rear wheel. Okay.
Okay.
The Model Y Performance is the exact same car as the Lyric V. Right? Except for you get 305, 306 miles of range. So you get the performance at the cost of the range. So the question is given everything else is the same, the car does the exact same thing, is 50 miles of range worth getting the performance or staying with the real wheel premium?
I still say we need the real premium, right? Long range,
One mile,
whatever the
take the
one
Interstate
that gives you the
475
most.
That would be this one.
Georgia 408
Miles.
South ramp
This
on the left.
I don't need the V. I'm looking for the range.
It was just a question. That's all. It was just a question.
Now take the Interstate
Because I would agree,
475 South
we
ramp
don't
on the
need
left.
another V. Because probably you would never, because it's never going to a track, right? The ride is comfortable, but for us, like you said, when we're traveling, we want at least 300 miles of range when we get ready to put it on the highway.
Or more.
That's why I said at least. I don't think there is a, well, other than the Model S. The Model S is about the only Tesla that you're going to find out there that will give you 350, 370 miles of range like the Mercedes does. But you're going to pay for a used one of those with decent miles on it. You're going to pay close to $50,000 versus $25,000 to $30,000, $35,000 for one of these. So you could get a Y and a 3 for the price of an S.
Is that something that you would like to? Would you consider doing
Oh yeah, I would consider doing that.
that? Okay, now let's go past considering. Would you actually do it? See, he's pondering now.
You see how she trying to put me on the spot?
He's pondering.
You see how she's turning it back on me?
I'm just saying.
Would I Would I say, let's go do a used Model Y 25 or 24, no older, because you got to have hardware for it,
Car on shoulder ahead.
and a used Model 3. That is a very good question.
Well, go ahead and answer it. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Man. And not give up the lyric.
Do not give up to me. Right now, this feels like a road trip.
Oh, this is very much a road trip. You could road trip this. I mean, you could road trip this to California if you want to.
I don't know if I'd be okay with all the stops. You know?
Oh, yeah, because it'd be a bunch of them. Man, that is a great question.
He's still pondering. I'm surprised he hasn't come to a conclusion yet or decision. That would be synonymous about do I rent or am I wrong? I think I'm right.
would have to be for Model 3. It would have to be a hardware 4 version, of course. It would have to be. It would have to be a hardware 4 version. And I really can't think of another reason to say no, I wouldn't.
Other than the news, if you take that away.
Nah, I ain't
and
even
we're
worried
just
about news.
And we're just talking about the car.
Yeah.
We're just talking about the car.
I mean,
Because you could get an Lexus hybrid, you could get a Ford Mach-E, you could get a BMW 9, you could get all those things. You could get a GMC truck. We've looked at them. You can do all those other things, but you can also get to these from Tesla. That self-drives on its own without you touching this wheel.
baby, she making it hard on brother.
That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Baby, she making it hard on him, brother. I guess bottom line answer is yes, I would. I would absolutely buy
Look
two.
how long it took him to come to that conclusion.
I would buy two because I would almost be willing to bet you. I'd almost be willing to bet you that we could probably find two of these, a Y and a 3, for less than what we could find an S
Or another lyric in.
with comparable models.
Or another lyric.
I wouldn't do another lyric.
You wouldn't do another
No,
lyric?
I wouldn't do another lyric.
Why not? I'm curious.
The reason, now don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoy driving our lyric as much as I enjoy driving the EQS.
Because you don't have to do all this tapping on the wheel.
But
every
I would
30
not
seconds.
buy another lyric in place of a Tesla
True.
because of the full self-drive.
Come on. Give up the truth now. Give up the truth.
That would be the only reason. When you get that lyric out on the highway, on the interstate, it drives, I would probably say 85% of the time for you. You're gonna have to take over in construction. You're gonna have to take over at certain points when it's got it.
It does. I'm
Just ready to. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be ready to do it when they. Oh, he's got his hazards on, so something's going on up here. So the lyric, you're gonna have to take over when you go in construction zones. You're gonna have to take over at certain points when the road is not mapped. Like there's a small portion of time when we're going to your mother's house, when we get on 95, that Super Cruise doesn't work.
And that truck is blinkering.
Yeah, he's blinkering to get over, so it must be an accident or something up here.
You
Yeah,
caught that?
there's the state trooper right
You
there.
caught that. Get over. That's right. Get over, little one. And he's doing it all on his own. Now, I had my hand around the wheel just in case.
Not an accident, he just got somebody pulled over.
You got somebody pulled over.
And
doing
everybody's
a ticket.
stopping.
And the traffic is like,
Come
ooh.
to a stop for a citation.
Police reported ahead.
Yeah, now you tell us. But yeah, he's pulling somebody over for a traffic ticket. No car accident. Just a little slowdown. But as you should be, everybody was cautious.
So, if you made it to this point of the video, and they out all over here. Look at that, he pulling somebody out over there. If you've made it to this point of the video, what would you do?
Like, comment, and subscribe, and share.
Would you buy, first of all, would you buy a Model Y? With the consideration of full self-driving and all of that. And if you had the budget to buy either two Teslas for the price of one,
Take exit 146 on the right towards
would you
Center.
do that? That is a very interesting conundrum that
But you
my
already-
spouse just gave
But
me.
you already answered it. You said you would.
I said I would. I'm talking about them.
Oh, would you? Come on now. Back me up. You would, wouldn't you?
I guess the only other question that I would have that you would have to look into is the cost difference in insurance between a Model Y and a Model 3 over, let's say, a Model S or an EQS 450 or 580. Because if we got if we were to buy another Mercedes, it would have to be a
Exit
580.
146 on the right.
right? I don't think we would buy another 450.
In 1,000 feet, turn
I think
left onto Centerville Road.
initially I wanted a 580 because a 580 is one level above and it does full self-driving.
No,
Or super, what does it do?
neither. It does exactly what ours did. It does a little bit better. It does a little bit more as far as being able to drive around in town.
I thought so.
A little bit, but not much. You still have to keep your hands on the wheel. That's the only thing about the versions of Mercedes that are out right now.
Check that. But okay. Because you're looking at Mercedes's AMG
Now turn left
Yeah.
onto Centerville Road.
63, was it?
I don't know if the electric is a 53 or 63 or if it's just AMG. I don't know. I just know it's an AMG. So I couldn't answer that question. But I think a lot of people, if they were to just drive this car, take the person who is in charge of the company out of the equation
And think about
and just drive the car.
And think about all the engineers that created and put all of her work and sweat into this vehicle.
This would probably be more popular of a seller than it already is. This is already by far the world's most purchased car. Not just electric. It is the world's most purchased car. The Model Y. And it ain't even close.
Well, now the Model S and X are not being produced anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many other options are there?
So you've got the X, I'm sorry, you've got the Y, the 3, and the Cybertruck. Those are the three mainstays that they're doing now. Because they took the factory that the X and the S were being made in, and that's where they're doing the robots now.
Like an iRobot for car making, for real.
So, well, this has been fun. It's been a good eye-opening experience to let my wife drive this in full self-drive mode. I think she likes it. But we'll see what the future holds. You never know what the future holds. Like we've said in some of our videos before, and as we've said during this video several times, it's almost like beating a dead horse. There's no other car that you can buy in the United States right now that does what this car does. And if you are in the market for purchasing something that will help you be a little bit more self-sustained, you can't go wrong with this car. I've seen so many times, and I don't even know if I told you, I talked to an elderly lady. She was like 67, and she bought one of these just so she could get around on her own without having to have people assist her as much as she used to.
And back in the day, we would have looked at a 560 for comfort. Because my joints ache and, you know.
So real quick before we end this video, since you brought this up, these seats are actually comfortable.
They are, aren't they?
Now they don't have massaging seats in them.
Yeah, that's a negative.
That would be one negative. They don't have massaging seats, but they do have heated and ventilated seats in the front.
But how much do you want to give and take with the price? It's all down the price and what.
Well, like I was telling you before, ain't no negotiation on Teslas. Yeah, I see.
560.
Yeah,
That's nice.
there's no negotiation on Teslas when you buy from Tesla. Whatever they got on the website that they want for their car is what they're gonna do. So we have made it back to Wingate by Wyndham, so we could drop the demo car off.
Now turn right.
I would want to say to everyone that's watching, judge the car by the people that made it, not by who is the owner of the. Although that makes a big difference to some.
Now your destination is on the
What
left.
I will say is, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Train Red Travels.